Hello and welcome to CMR Daily Buzz. I'm Misha Allinger and thank you for joining us. Officers responded to a report of an armed robbery on Martin Drive, Georgetown, shortly after 4 a.m. on Monday, 20th June. The man brandished a firearm, demanded cash from the victim, and fled the location. No shots were fired during the incident and no injuries were reported. The suspect was wearing a long-sleeved gray shirt, a gray hat, and had his face covered. The matter is currently under investigation, and anyone who may have seen the incident or have any other information is encouraged to contact Georgetown CID at 949-4222. An elderly woman aged 84, Phyllis Parchment, that was involved in a collision on 11 June in Georgetown succumbed to her injuries on 16 June at the hospital. Officers responded to a collision at the Butterfield roundabout shortly before 3:40 p.m. involving a gray Toyota Vitz and a white Honda CRV-X. Emergency services attended the location and Ms. Parchment was hospitalized. The driver of the Toyota was uninjured while the passenger complained of pain and sought medical attention. The collision is currently under investigation, and police are encouraging anyone who may have witnessed the incident to contact the Georgetown Police Station at 949-4222 or the Traffic and Roads Policing Unit at 649-6254. A 30-year-old woman from Georgetown was arrested following a hit-and-run on Sunday, 19th June. Police and other emergency services were dispatched to a report of a two-vehicle collision involving a motorcycle and a motorcar that took place on Crew Road just before 9:30 p.m. The woman that was involved reportedly fled the location following the collision. A search was conducted to find the Georgetown woman, and she was later arrested and bailed, pending further investigation. Witnesses are encouraged to provide information by calling the Georgetown Police Station at 949-4222 or the Traffic and Roads Policing Unit at 649-6254. Anonymous tips can be provided directly to the RCIPS via the confidential tip line on 949-7777 or their website rcips.ky. RCIPS reported rise in the number of sextortion cases over the last 2 months. Cases which are usually linked to the sharing of indecent images on social media platforms such as Facebook. RCIPS is advising against sharing indecent images of themselves online and expressed that it is out of their control once the images are shared on the internet. Victims of such digital crimes are advised not to pay a ransom and to delete all accounts linked to the perpetrator. For more information on digital crime, contact RCIPS-DFH at rcips.ky. The interim chief medical officer, Dr. Ottilia Newton, threatened to resign her post last week after some heated discussions with the Minister of Tourism and Transport along with Parliamentary Secretary Dwayne Seymour during a caucus meeting on Tuesday, June 14th. CMR understands the government will be announcing some amendments shortly that continue to include a phased approach. However, some MPs are advocating a complete lifting of all restrictions for everyone, including both vaccinated and unvaccinated people, while the CMO is not in the favor of this position. This difference of opinion has led to some heated moments with the CMO in recent times. The treatment that the CMO received during the last meeting on Tuesday prompted her to speak with the governor and express her desire to tender her resignation. The Ministry of Border Control and Labour is advising recipients of the Displaced Tourism Employees Stipend Program that the final payment will be issued on Thursday, 23rd June 2022. For more information, call 649-6932 or email stipend@gov.ky. The Margaritaville Beach Resort Grand Cayman is now up for sale. David Griffin and Ian Gao of FTI Consulting Cayman Limited have been appointed receivers for the secured charge holder. The hotel has had numerous challenges over the last few years, which included being sued for a hefty electricity bill, including being investigated for unpaid pensions for employees in 2020. FTI Consulting will immediately launch a process to sell the resort. Crooks siblings are representing the Cayman Islands at the FINA World Championships. Cayman's top swimmers and siblings, Jordan Crooks and Jillian Crooks, are both competing at the FINA Long Course World Championships currently underway in Budapest, Hungary from 18 June to 4th July. CIASA Technical Director and Head Coach Jackie Pellerin is optimistic and has high hopes for Jordan's and Jillian's swimming performance. Let's hear from Kevin Watler for updates on Cayman's weather.
Thanks, Misha, and good night, Cayman. I'm Kevin Watler, and this is your CMR weather update. Is brought to you by WG Charters. Cloudy skies overnight. The temperature will drop to the low 80s. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunrise at 5:48 in the morning. The day starts off cloudy. It will heat up to the high 80s. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the sun sets at 7:06. At nighttime, a few clouds from time to time. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour, and the temperature falls to the low 80s. Tomorrow's high tides at 4:19 a.m. and 5:37 p.m. Low tides at 10:54 a.m. and 11:37 p.m. Looking forward, similar conditions are expected. Now be sure to stay hydrated and limit too much direct sun exposure if you can. CMR weather updates are brought to you by WG Charters. They offer private boat trips for a great price, so we encourage you to support them. Have a great night.
Thank you, Kevin, for those updates. In regional news, Jamaica can now conduct testing for the monkeypox virus following a regional training in laboratory detection and diagnosis of the viral condition. This is arranged by the country's public health lab in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bissessore-McKenzie said the workshop is part of the public health system's preparedness and response activities in the case of an outbreak. In international news, Hong Kong's jumbo floating restaurant capsized on the South China Sea on 19 June, a week after leaving the city for an unannounced destination. The restaurant was a popular tourist attraction that welcomed celebrities and politicians, including Tom Cruise and Queen Elizabeth II. CMR is inviting businesses to sponsor our Hurricane Special Edition with host Kevin Watler. Reach out to CMR's sales team today to find out more and secure your spot to promote your business on CMR platforms. For more in-depth news and headlines, please visit our website, caymanmallroad.com. Tune in to The Cold Hard Truth with Sandy Hill, Monday to Friday at 7:30 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Radio Bobo 89.1 FM. Thank you for tuning in to CMR Daily Buzz. I'm Misha Allinger. Please do not drink and drive, and stay safe.